Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading for February 19th to the 25th. This is for Cancer and Cancer Rising, and we're going to jump right into it. It is a loaded week. Now, Cancer, this week, actually, you're going to be in the zone. This is going to be a special week for you, and I'm going to tell you why in a second, but you're probably going through some really big changes. There's possibly even like radical changes. You know, all of this energy in Aquarius, that's what it is. Aquarius represents like radical movements. Now, you could have had some like really deep desires activated. You could have been conjuring them. They could have happened. It was a month like you've probably felt a lot of like activity in terms of empowerment, a lot of like powerful energy, a big charge about the past few weeks, really taking a bit care of business, but really thinking about your future a little bit more intensely, like the vision that you want for yourself. And again, it's because Aquarius season, all this at 5-6 planets in Aquarius is all about, the Aquarius is the visionary, right? So really thinking things out, mapping things out, and you're probably going to put a lot of wheels in motion this week. Now, the reason I say that is because even before we start the week, on Sunday the 18th, we officially move into Pisces season, your BFF, fellow water sign. So Pisces season is very spiritual. So for the next 4 weeks, you may feel very like spiritually active, very like, doing a lot of self-reflection as well. There could be a lot of intuitive energy going around. Now, you, out of all the signs, may feel this a lot more than the others, but I really have to just talk about Saturn in Pisces for you. This is why it's going to be, you may feel a lot more spiritually active than a lot of the other signs, is because Saturn is in Pisces. We've moved into Pisces season. Neptune is in Pisces as well. This is all in your ninth house of spirituality. You could be feeling a lot of activity, a lot of shifts, a lot of power, a lot of movement in terms of, your spirituality, the way that you see things, your belief system, your philosophies, things like that, could be a big thing for you now. Your intuition could be really heightened. And I say that because, Saturn is a taskmaster planet. Saturn is a planet of hard knocks, and Saturn is moving forward. You're going to start feeling Saturn a lot more now, again, in your ninth house. So there could be just a lot of you working with that energy now. All right. It's like climbing a mountain. Okay. You've got your goals at the top of the mountain. How prepared are you? All right. Are you prepared to climb, 15 hours a day, or you do you. Just make sure that you've got on, the right hiking boots. You got enough water. Be prepared for this climb, because you are going to go achieve what you set out for. Saturn, even though it is a planet of hard knocks, is the planet that rewards you. A lot of karmic energy here. Now, the first half of the week, and this is why I'm really excited, Cancer, the moon is in your sign. The moon is in your sign for the first half of the week, and the moon rules your sign. So it's almost like you're going to feel really comfortable. You're going to be feeling really good. But again, that intuitive energy that you're known for, a nurturing side of you may be coming out. You could feel a little bit more emotional than normal as well, especially with the sun having moved in Pisces. But again, it's really tapping into that spiritual side of yours. And, spirituality means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. So how it resonates for you, it can be just as simple as, now I am seeking a more meaningful life. I know what I want, and I'm excited to go toward it. Now, on Wednesday, we have another conjunction. We have Venus conjuncting Mars. If you know all about this, I hope you do at this point. It is in your 8th house. This is a big aspect, okay? We're talking about Venus conjuncting Mars. Now, remember, Venus, even though we're in Pisces season, Venus is still in Aquarius. Mars is still in Aquarius. Now, this is all in your 8th house of transformation. So when I say you're really going to have this level of depth in terms of your spirituality, oh yeah, you are. This is going to be a big moment for you, okay? Transformation, life cycles, there is this level of depth, level of intimacy that comes with the 8th house. And it just happens to be that Venus and Mars are in your 8th house. Not only Venus and Mars, but Pluto. Okay, Cancer? So out of all the signs, this is going to be a very significant aspect for you. Okay. You may feel it a lot stronger among all the signs. This is a really big deal because Pluto is a native ruler of the 8th house. Okay. And so if you're not here for any of that, first of all, this is a lot of empowerment energy too, but it's almost like you are feeling these big changes happening in your life. The second thing is the 8th house also rules shared resources. So shared resources, keyword shared, it involves another person. So there could be something here in terms of that, whether it's like inheritance, investments, there's something here that may be brewing for you or something that could be activated for you around this time. Now, let me remind you, Venus and Mars are conjuncting, but Pluto is in the mix too. So it's a three-way dance, essentially. It's essentially a three-way dance with Pluto being here in Aquarius as well. So, I've been saying to the other signs, you know, sometimes, most of the time you can look back and see, okay, what happened around this time when the last time Venus conjuncted Mars 2 years ago, right? But we didn't have Pluto there last time. So this may be a little different. However, if even though you can't look back, you can use this moment to create a new path forward for you. Okay. So keep that in mind. Use this day to your advantage. Now, what I want you to know is that this is, come on, it's Venus and Mars. So you could find yourself being very charismatic, feeling in such a good mood around this time. Others being very charismatic around you as well. Remember, Mars is a very masculine sign. Venus is very feminine. Mars is very aggressive. Venus is very diplomatic. So opposites do attract and the stars do align when these two planets are together. So I want you to know that this is a day of a lot of chemistry, okay? Sexual chemistry, yes, of course. It is Venus and Mars, but if you're not here for that, creativity is a big thing. You could just be moved by something that you creatively envision for yourself, or even like creative things that are happening around you. But again, creativity could be a big thing here. The other thing is, remember, Aquarius does rule technology. So, hey, if you are single, dating apps, hello, come on, Venus and Mars. And I want you firing up your Tinder. If you're single, you have no idea what could happen around this time. And it's even if you're in a relationship, and even if you're not looking for, it could be like heightened moments and passion around this time in a relationship. But it could also be something that has to do with even like platonically too. But even still, use this energy to your advantage, okay? Also, remember, Aquarius does rule everything like in space. So this could also be a moment where you have like those big kismet, like divine, cosmic, karmic moments too. It's a big day. It's a big day. Now, on the 22nd, Mercury officially moves into Pisces. So yes, this is a big deal. I always say Mercury in Pisces is like poetry in motion. It's a lot of creativity. It's a lot of imagination, a lot of like intuition, getting a lot of intuitive messages as well. So I really like this. You may find yourself dreaming a lot around this time. Mercury will be in Pisces for the next few weeks. Pay attention to your dreams, because remember, you're going to be spiritually active and really in touch with your intuition. Now, dreaming in other ways, dreaming about your future, okay? Having those dreams, but bringing a reality to it now, okay? With Saturn being here, just bring some reality to the visions that you have for yourself, because remember, that vision was you were creating during Aquarius season, okay? And now it's time to make them real. And I want you to, and at this point, we have the Sun, Mercury, Neptune, and Saturn, all in Pisces, all in your 9th house. A lot of y'all could be planning or a long distance travel, if not, maybe working with people overseas, having crushes with people overseas, working on that book. Are you working on a book? I hope so. We're talking about your 9th house, rules publishing, rules broadcasting, even legal matters. But the other thing is, on the 23rd, Venus will square Jupiter. Now, listen, Jupiter and Saturn are harmonious. So, with this square, this square is just the universe telling you, go have fun. Okay. Go have fun. Things may have been a little like, all these conjunctions, a lot of, and especially for you with Pluto and Aquarius in your 8th house, a lot of transformative energy. Have fun this day. Okay. Let your hair down. Now on this weekend, Saturday, wow, we get to the full moon in Virgo. Is this not a loaded week, Cancer? Now, this full moon in Virgo, it's all about practicality, scheduling things, maybe even like your routines, thinking about your routines. But here's the thing, a lot of reflection around this. Full moons are times to, they illuminate, right? So a lot of reflecting for you, especially through this entire week. All right. So this full moon in Virgo will be in your third house of communication. Okay. Writing, reading, gaining knowledge, things like that. But also a lot of family energy is happening for you this week. And there could be some activity with siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors, maybe even, you've moved and you have new neighbors now, or you may be planning it, because remember, full moons bring some sort of culmination. But keep that in mind. The other thing is, remember how I was talking about dates earlier, and you can't track anything with Pluto and Aquarius because we're the first human beings alive in 250 years to experience Pluto and Aquarius. But think about September 14th, okay? 2023. What happened around September 14th, 2023? What were the seeds you were planting around that time? What were the conversations you were having around that time? Because it corresponds to this full moon in Virgo. And so something could be coming to culmination, okay, in the spotlight here. Now, the thing about the full moon in Virgo, Saturn will be opposite it, okay? It's going to be opposite Mercury too. So Saturn does bring a little bit of, that burden, right? So it is time you may feel like there is something that I need to put in bed. There is something that, I want to move forward. I'm going to have to leave this behind because there's a lot of new things that I want now. And I've made some new commitments that I want to commit to now. So you could also receive really important news around this time. Just, it is a time to just remember patience is a virtue, is something that is really happening around this time this week. But the great thing about this full moon in Virgo is that the Jupiter will be trining this full moon in Virgo. Okay. So it does bring that, sprinkle of luck and good fortune around this. And this is in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes. Okay. It's also your friendships. Okay. Friendships, groups you belong to, organizations you belong to, but you could just know that you could experience some luck around this time. Now, with that said, Cancer, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you the week of, I already forgot, February 19th to the 24th. Again, this is for Cancer and Cancer rising. If you do want to read for your moon and your Venus, you know that the moon is going to be heavily influential for you this week, okay? Especially this full moon in Virgo. And, Venus is very active if you know your birth chart, if you know your placement. So with that said, Cancer, let's get started. Let's get to it. See what's going on for you. February 19th to the 25th. Now, Cancer, like I said earlier, I do a traditional culture cross spread. Really does offer the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we'll pull clarifiers. Secondly, Cancer, you're amazing. I love y'all. Come on. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. It does look like it is going to be a week where, there's some things that you're going to have to really think about now. Okay. This energy that, there's a lot of, you're going to go within, and it's almost like this week is required. It's almost like you're already going to do it, is a feeling that I'm getting. It's like really going in, trusting your intuition, having these big decisions to make. I've got to trust my gut on this. I've got to really move forward, like really trusting my gut, listening to my inner voice. But you are definitely going to have some moments this week, okay? There is some money stuff too, but even still, let's get started. You got the Page of Swords, all right? So there is a sense of like enthusiasm as we start off this week. I feel this charge about you maybe starting something new, or you could have gotten some messages or had some conversations and you're like, boom, I'm ready to go, okay? Is it vroom? It's voom or vroom? It's one of those. But even still, the second thing is that with the Page of Swords, like right here, there is also a sense of, remember what I said, all this activity in your ninth house, your belief system, how you see things. There could be a changing of the way that you're seeing things now. All right. So keep that in mind. And it's going to be really important for you to hold on to that, because you did get the Four of Cups and the Heart of your spread. Now, this card, I always say this card is testing your gratitude. And so, gratitude is so important. It is so important. It is among the highest vibrations in the law of attraction. So you always want to be grateful for the things that you have, even if there are things that don't come through, things that you have wanted, or things that have, maybe, slipped through your fingers or whatnot. Don't take a baseball bat and bash everything in your, in your home. have that moment to say, okay, well, that didn't work out. I'm still grateful for the fact that I have a roof over my head. I'm still grateful for the fact that, chocolate ice cream exists. I'm grateful for the fact that, I gloves and mittens in the wintertime. Just having that gratitude, knowing some people out there don't even get opportunities. And you can see here, you are definitely going to have a moment this week. 2 reasons why. This is in the heart of your spread, and you see that, Sky already got 3 cups. The hand of spirit offering a 4th cup, but look at his reaction. Arms over his heart, okay? And so really having that self-love this week is going to really help too. Secondly, guess what this card is attributed to? Moon in Cancer. Can you believe it? What did I say? The moon is going to be in Cancer in the first half of the week for you. So there is this almost like intensity of emotions that you could feel, but also a lack of emotions as well. This card is heavily associated with apathy and boredom. And that they say that the opposite of love isn't hate, it is apathy. And so that's why having that self-love is going to be really important this week. And having that gratitude really helps amplify that. Okay, there could be something that you just may be bored with. And remember, with the full moon in Virgo, it's almost like there is going to be the sense of you wanting to communicate that. And it could be like maybe you are at a job that's not emotionally fulfilling anymore. Maybe that you are in a relationship where just like, we've been dating for 3,000 years. When are you going to ask me to? There is like, there could just be something that you're just like, like something's got to change. This is the week you have the power to do that. Okay, Cancer. And the reason I say that is because you also have the 6 of Wands, but in your challenge area. So again, there may be something that you feel like you're not getting recognized for. There could be something that you feel like there's also like a victory that you're seeking that may have not happened yet. Yet is the key word. Okay, this is a weekly reading. This is just for this week. And so remember, don't give up on those things. Don't have your heart crossed off. Okay, you want to you really want to put your right foot forward and really go after those things that you want, and making sure that you get them, but have that love and spread that love and be in touch with like your super conscious as well. Now you got the Queen of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, this is really great. I do love the fact that you got the Queen of Pentacles. There could be a sense of, looking at your entire spread here, it really could be some sort of partnership relationship that you're thinking about, and it could be heavily work related. Now, remember, back last summer, the North Node moved into Aries, okay? Your destiny, your true calling, and it shifts in different signs all the time. But this year, it's in Aries, which is your 10th house of career. A lot of y'all could be having these career moments where you're bored with a career, or something that you want with career hasn't happened yet. Remember, that's the key word, because if you hold on to that energy where it's like, well, nothing's happening, you see what you got here, the 8 of Swords. So we'll talk about that in a second, but you did get the Queen of Pentacles. Now, with these 2 Pentacle cards, obviously money, wealth is associated with career, and that is going to be a big theme for you. But the interesting thing is Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn, and Capricorn for you rules your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So it can be something, and now with the 7 of Pentacles down here, it's really interesting because now it's showing that there could be something in terms of career where you're bored with something, or a relationship where you're bored with something, or you're just maybe not satisfied right now, or maybe there's something that you're feeling this week could feel a little bit of like, is this something that I'm going to regret? And that may put you in like low energy frequencies. But when I say partnerships and relationships, that's one-on-one relationships. So whatever resonates with you, it can be work, it can be, career, it can be love, it can be romance, it can be best friend, it can be, energy as well. All right. But with the Queen of Pentacles in your crown, it seems like you want to move beyond that. Okay. It seems like you want to like have this growth of this world that you seek. Remember what I said earlier, this vision that you create for yourself, turning it into a reality. She has the resources to do that. She can, this is world building here. She can create the world that she wants to live in. Okay. So remember, hold on to that self-love energy and this gratitude, and that's going to make all the difference. The Queen of Pentacles is very giving too. And it, there is this kindness to her. Like she takes care of not only herself, but everyone in her kingdom and everyone around her. And there is this growth, abundant growth around her. And there's also this magic, but it's almost like you still have to take that action. You do see, like, you know, you even see all the like roses and the flowers. Without getting too much into it, like, you know, echoing the magician, right? The power to manifest whatever you want, because you see that in the magician card as well. Now, the Seven of Pentacles, yeah, be proud of yourself for how far you've come. Okay, think about where you were even 2 years ago, 3 years ago. There's been, like, think of that, okay? Think about how far you've come and be very proud of yourself, all right? Now, Seven of Pentacles in the root of your spread, it is so interesting. I don't want to say anything now, but it's going to be interesting for me to see how many signs get the Seven of Pentacles in the root of their spread this week, because already a good number have. Okay. Now, this is saying, yes, there's something that you may have invested in up until this point, and now you're questioning it. And now you're like, okay, what's next? Can what I've invested in, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, career, investments literally could be a thing for y'all. Okay. Is this set up as like a well-oiled machine, or what do I have to do to make it go further? Okay. Now, I'm not saying you have to quit anything or end anything. It's just a moment to pause and reflect. Now, you have the Eight of Swords in your future. Okay. So there is this, you know, again, what makes this so significant, Cancer, is I already said the moon's going to be on your side this week, okay? Emotions, intuition. We have 4 planets in Pisces, okay? That is your 9th house of spirituality. We have all this activity in Aquarius in your 8th house of that intimacy, this level of depth, a lot of transformative energy there. Now you have a Gemini card. Gemini is your 12th house, the subconscious. So there is going to be a sense of you really, really tapping into your spiritual side this week. But with this card, we call this the self-victim card, and it is coming after the Four of Cups. And that's why I'm saying really pay attention to that gratitude and that love for yourself, because you don't want to end up being in this place where you're like refusing to see the truth about something. Okay. You see that she does have the blindfold. She's bound. She put herself here, by the way. Again, self-victim card is what we're talking about here. And it is, again, almost like this refusal to see something for what it is. But you see her feet are free. She can walk out anytime she wants to. So it really is up to you. And it's almost like sorting out, like having that moment of what is next for me, how do I want to move forward, and feeling that gratitude for everything that you have in your life. If you feel some things are missing, it takes time, like, to fill all that. So absorb all that positive energy out there. Okay. And it really is. It's funny because, remember, we started with the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is like a sponge. He absorbs things. Remember, learning things and whatnot. And then you have the Eight of Swords here. So it really is almost like freeing your mind at this point and really still holding on to that vision and not letting anything knock you off, like, your course, okay, on your path to enlightenment. And what time? I'll do a clarifier for you. You're fine. You're good. Get out of your head. Okay, that was my mean face. Get out of your head. You got the Two of Cups. Very, very interesting here. So yeah, it's definitely something partnership, relationship related, for sure. And if you get out of your headspace, it could bring in something new. And so if you let something go, something new can clearly come through. If you let something go, okay, and it can be a part of you. Remember, it could even be your mindset here. If you let something go, you let something new in. This is the soulmate card. You know, in layman's terms, we refer to it as like the twin flame card, the true love card. I mean, you know what else is really crazy about this, Cancer? This card is attributed to Cancer. Not only Cancer, it's Venus in Cancer. So you're good. And remember, there's a lot of self-love here, and this is partnerships, relationships. It can be platonic as well. A lot of healing in this card. So remember, step out of this. If you feel like you're in here a lot, walk out of that, okay? Climb that mountain, because you have love waiting for you on the other side. But a lot of it can be, having to do with partnerships, relationships too. But remember, it's really, again,
at the end of the day, you vibrating at a higher frequency, you know, when you vibrate at a high frequency, you get those things that you want. Okay. So really, really doing that. Now let's get to your stuff. Oh, Cancer. You know, who was it? Okay. Everything will be okay in the end. And if it's not okay, it's not the end. Who said that? You tell me. Leave it in the comments. Tell me who said that. That was a quote. I know it's, you know, gone through a lot of like iterations, but who was the person who said, everything will be okay in the end. And if it's not okay, it's not the end. Now, oh my gosh. And you're good. Don't even mess with me, Cancer. You're good. What a turn of events. Look at this. You're going to be fine. As long as you have that gratitude and don't spend too much like internalizing things, you're going to be fine. In fact, wow, this is insane. One of the other things is like, when the same cards appear from last week's reading, and if you saw last week's reading, you know that there's something here. Okay. It's a sign. All right. Now you got the Four of Swords. So I love the fact that you got the Four of Swords. Okay. This is having that stillness of mind. Okay. So it's asking you to have that stillness of mind, knowing that you have all this comfort around you. You have spirit guides around you. You have all this comfort. And so tap into that energy too. Okay. Remember, have that. And it seems like it's something that you having this meditative moments. Remember, this is such a spiritual week, such a meditative week. Tap into that energy this week. Now you got the Chariot, which is Cancer. This card is attributed to Cancer, and this is moving forward, and this is being proud of yourself moving forward. You have another reference to the Magician. You see, he is holding the Magician's baton. Okay, not even holding on to the reins, but the Magician's baton. So you do have the power to manifest whatever you want. You just have to believe it. Okay, you have to believe it. All right. So this is absolutely great. There could also be someone that comes into your life, since it is in your external factors area, that is kind of like your cheerleader this week, that helps motivate you. Kind of like, I don't know if you saw Bridesmaids. Remember that scene when Kirsten Wiig was down in the dumps, like that cop didn't like her anymore, and her shop went in, she was on the couch, and Melissa McCarthy came in and like jumped on her and snapped her out of it. And everything was like, life was good again. Life was great. She opened up the shop. She got with it, dude, you know, like everything that she wanted. So it's almost like there is a cheerleader in your life that's gonna really shine and come through. But again, I'm really getting more of it. It's like you and what you're, you know, spiritually connected to is really gonna help as well. But I absolutely love this. Just have that determination to climb that mountain. Now, hello. Another familiar face. You got the Knight of Cups. So relationships, partnerships definitely will be something that you're seeking this week, whether it is career, whether it is love, whether it's new love. Venus is conjuncting Mars. What did I say? If you're single, this is the week. Okay. This is the week to make things happen. All right. So, also, another really thing is just you moving forward spiritually. It really is. And then remember, I mentioned creativity is a big thing this week, being creative, with how you move forward. But also remember, the word creativity comes from the word create. Okay, so remember I said create this path for yourself. Now, the other thing is, the reason why I'm bringing all that up too is because here's another sign. The Knight of Cups is Pisces. Remember, there's so much happening in Pisces. You can even see the fish all over his armor. And, you know, the fish also do represent creativity. So do the wings of imagination on his helmet and his shoes. But at the end of the day, you got the Knight of Cups with it too. I mean, like, come on. A lot of partnership, relationship activity here. So there is someone else involved that may be on your mind this week. And then lastly, you got the stars. So everything's going to work out. These are the stars aligning for you. You have to put that action toward it though. Okay. And you know why? Is because remember, you got the Chariot. Do you see what is in? Look at the roof of his chariot. Okay. So, and again, like, someone could be like that cheerleader that helps moves you along. But listen, this is a card of healing, which you got here. This is in here as well. Remember, the Two of Cups, you see the caduceus between them, the medical symbol of healing. A lot of healing here, a lot of healing here. I mean, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. This is just a week where it's almost like you're going to have to really go deep and make some decisions, but a lot of healing here, a lot of wisdom here. This is a lot of growth and fertility in this card. But again, stars aligning for you. And the last thing I'm going to say is that you do see there are 8 stars. Okay. You see they're all 8 pointed referencing card 8, the strength card. So a lot of strength that comes here, like you're moving into this place of like inner strength as well, but also 8 in numerology terms. 2024 is a year of 8, which is a year of wealth and abundance and prosperity and success. And you have the star. Card 17. Check this out, Cancer. Card 17, 1/7 equals 8. The star attributed to Aquarius. Okay, remember Pluto, Venus, and Mars in Aquarius in your 8th house of transformation. You're good. Listen, mic drop. Cancer, you're really good. Listen, it is a week where you may feel a little bit more emotional than normal, but it's almost like it's necessary. It's almost like, look at this. Look at how wonderful this is. And so if you do find yourself in your headspace, it's almost like it's needed. It's almost like the universe is asking you to, but remember, don't stay in there. Step out. Okay? Don't analyze things too much. And the full moon in Virgo. Remember, Virgo is a very analytical sign. So you could be finding yourself doing that this week, but step out and make those decisions. I mean, like, you're good. You're absolutely good here. Look at this. This you're good. You're good. So Cancer, thanks so much for tuning in. Next week, y'all, another big week. Okay. This is when we have the Saturn Cazimi, and we also have a Mercury Cazimi. And this is why I was talking about Saturn this week. I wanted to prepare you and let you know that we have a Saturn Cazimi next week, which we'll talk about next week. We also have a lot of great Jupiter sextiles. Oh my goodness. Speaking about like hopes and wishes, Jupiter is in Taurus in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes, right? And so Jupiter is very active next week. So with that said, Cancer, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, talk to me, Cancer. You're going to be great. You're going to be amazing. You're amazing. Thanks so much. I will see you next week. Okay. Bye-bye.